Hello, and welcome to our Toronto. I'm your host, Tony. Go Transit is something that we have all heard about. We know it exists, but believe it or not, most people in Toronto have never used it before. There is one main reason for this, and this is that Go Transit was originally designed as a commuter rail service to allow people that live outside of Toronto to be able to drive their cars to a parking lot, get on the GO train to commute to and from work in downtown Toronto. This is what everything was built around when designing the schedules and station locations. However, there has been a real shift in Go Transit recently where they have been trying to make the service more traveler friendly within the Southern Ontario region. They have made significant changes to Go Transit trains recently to attract people to use Union Station as a transfer to other locations within Southern Ontario. These changes include mainly three things. Firstly, this has been with the expansion of service locations. Secondly, there has been a significant increase of weekend and late evening services across the GO train network. Lastly, there have been ticket initiatives to make the service more convenient and attractive for leisure travelers. Within the past few years, the GO train service has seen some significant line expansions throughout its network. It has seen expansion to places like Lincolnville, just north of Markham, and Oshawa on the Lakeshore East line. But most interesting, I think, was the expansion to Niagara Falls. This allows people to use the GO train network to travel to a wide variety of locations within Southern Ontario during the weekdays and evenings. Since these expansions, the GO train network has seen a significant increase in riders taking the trains to destinations across the network through Union Station. But locations have not only been expanded, the schedules on these routes have also increased just recently. During peak periods, Go Transit now offers 15-minute train services on the Lakeshore East, Lakeshore West, Stouffville, and Kitchener lines. This is in addition to later evening services and weekend services, usually within hourly or half-hourly frequencies. The Niagara Falls service specifically has 3 daily trips, including weekends. This means that people from all over the Greater Toronto area can drive to their nearest parking lot and use the GO train to travel to Niagara Falls. I know that I keep making fun of the fact that you drive and park to take the GO train, but hey, I do it myself, and it's actually a great experience that I really enjoy doing. With that said, here are some of the highlights just announced, but by the time most of you watch this video, these schedules should have already been introduced. Service is expected to increase to 15-minute frequencies on weekend afternoons and evenings between Oakville GO and Union Station on the Lakeshore West line and between Durham College, Oshawa GO and Union Station on the Lakeshore East line. The Kitchener line is expecting to see approximately 30-minute weekday service in the midday and evenings between Bromley GO and Union Station. Additionally, some weekend Kitchener line service trips will be increased to 10 cars length. Evening train service after 7 p.m. will return throughout the week on the Stouffville line. The Milton line will see an additional morning rush hour trip to Union Station and an afternoon rush hour trip to Milton GO. Another thing that I noticed about Go Transit is that on their website, they don't just have one-way fares. They also have day and weekend passes for single or multiple people to use at very reasonable prices. A weekday pass for 2 people costs only $30 for unlimited travel across the entire GO network. This is definitely geared towards the leisure and local traveler as opposed to the commuter going to work in downtown Toronto. I think that the GO train network has definitely made leaps and bounds to become a regional train network, in addition to being what I would consider to being a very successful commuter network for the city of Toronto. The only line that seems to not get too much expansion is the Richmond Hill line, but I think that is mainly because it is a single track that is not owned by Go Transit. This is unfortunate because it is a really nice and convenient line. Although along the rest of its train network, Go Transit continues to increase its services both by locations and service frequencies. This has really changed things, positioning it to be a more viable regional transit service for the people of in the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area to use to get from point A to B reliably and affordably. Thanks for watching. If Go Transit continues to expand its services, will you make use of it for your regional trips? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, happy transiting. I hope that you liked the video. If so, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed and want to be notified of new videos that are released, please click on the Art Toronto button here. This is the video that I would recommend for you to watch next, and I'm sure that you're going to love it. Here's the playlist for all of the latest in transit news and views that you're going to find very informative and interesting. And finally, here is the latest video. Thanks for watching and happy transiting.